Hi, I'm Marko Knezic, reporting for Front Page Milwaukee, and I am joined today by Caze, frontman for the band Elixr, and also Justin Juley, Elixr's lead guitarist. They are finalists in Kiss FM's, top 10 finalists in Kiss FM's Superstar competition, and their resume also includes playing gigs at BBC on North Avenue, The Rave, and Summerfest as well. So it's an honor to have them here. How you guys doing?
Alright, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks, Marko.
God, where'd that beard come from? Seriously. I mean, every time it looks different, but anyway.
No, last time I saw you didn't have the facial follicle mayhem going on.
Jesus. Anyway.
Yeah, thanks guys. I heard it was in the season to, look like I'm older than your dad, so that's the reason for the beard. But let's get down to business here. You guys just recently released your first debut CD, After Hours.
Yeah.
What did that mean for you guys as musicians and for the band as a whole?
It's just kind of a breath of fresh air, I guess. It's just a long work in progress, and I think for us, it was like I said, it was just kind of a relief to get that done and out of the way. And
Really, what it was is we put all this time and effort into it, and over the past 4 years of writing the songs that ended up being part of the CD, they started off being something totally different, and through the course of the writing process and then playing shows, we learned to kind of evolve those songs, and they kind of developed to what ended up being on the CD. And I think they're still evolving. What we put onto the CD is by no means their final version. They're constantly changing with live shows, and as far as a first CD, what musician isn't excited about their first debut album? I mean, we put a lot of time and effort to it, and it's an accomplishment for us, and so now we have that tangible item, and really not only having the CD is a big thing, but really having ourselves self-produce it was a big part of it. Spending the time, we really owned our own music in the sense that no one else had any outside input. Now whether that's good or bad, it's kind of yet to be determined, but But it was nice to have that sort of control and freedom to kind of what's the word I'm looking for, to kind of create your own brainchild, as it were.
yeah, I mean, it's just kind of, we're all perfectionists, so as he was stating with the evolving process, I think that we're constantly critiquing what we've done, and we're always looking for improvements. And for us, that's kind of, it's not. Yeah, the CD's done, but that's where we were at that stage at that time, and it's still an evolving process. So for us, we're still moving forward.
Nice, yeah, that's awesome. And building on that, on self-producing it and all that, I know you guys have been playing together for a while now. How would you say, over the years, did that help you guys, come together more as a band, as a cohesive unit, and musically, in your estimation, how far along have you guys come? If you could touch on that, that would be great.
It's a great question. Just from our standpoint, I think right now we're from the whole CD aspect of it, we've come back to basics. We're back to writing, and when we all started out with this whole project, it was he was fresh out of high school, and so was I, and it was just like, it was about having fun, and to be honest, it was just a bottle of UV blue, and me and him sitting down, and just like, all right, let's have a good time, and let's pick through this a little bit. And there's so many songs we wrote back then that they're not even a part of what we do today, and but it was a big part of the writing process, and I think we're bringing it back to that whole basics, because a lot of times you stray from that. You stray from that whole writing process, and you start thinking too much into it, and you start to lose the quality of what you were doing.
No, I agree, and when we kind of started this back when we were both a couple of young people, it was we found we kind of found ourselves at a good time, because we were both on the same kind of musical level. We have been self-taught. Our music history is a little different from one another's. I've been involved with like a whole bunch of instruments like trumpet, viola, bass, and then I self-taught the guitar. And then, meeting someone who's on that same level and helping you kind of over the years mature into a better musician, really kind of helped the process grow and assist in kind of the creative writing that we do as musicians. So having that kind of bass, and then bringing on, great musicians like Andrew Lynch, our drummer, and Ben Orlowski.
It really just kind of tops things off, and I mean, they're both coming from a jazz background / funk, and Ben just phenomenal on bass, and Andy, there's no words to describe his drumming ability. He's phenomenal. He's wonderful to play with, and I'm very fortunate to come and to have known these guys and just to fall into their laps, and they've just really brought the music to a whole new level. And I can't wait to see where it goes, because it's not even touched the surface of where it can go.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, is like, you could put the best guitarist in the room with the best bassist, best drummer, best keyboardist, best vocalist all in one room, but nothing may come of it, because they're all, it's the chemistry that really makes a band a band. So
it's the partying.
It's partying. It's the
practice. So I mean, that's where we're coming from. It's a good experience.
Nice. Well, I know you guys over the years too, from playing with gigs around town, you guys have acquired a pretty large, diverse fan base who are very supportive of you. I've known that from seeing you guys live a couple times. And now you're have the CD out, getting some recognition, making it to the top 10 Kiss Superstar. Must be an exciting time for the band, man. I mean, what do you guys have in store, hypothetically, if you were to win the contest? Do you guys see yourself? Where do you see yourself going from there, if anywhere?
Once again, a great question. For us, I think this is just kind of a stepping stone. Everything that we do is a stepping stone, in the sense of, I mean, this is it's a good competition. It's nice to be a part of. Is it our peak performance? No, it's not. But at the same time, it's a nice stepping stone to move on to what's next, put in the portfolio and say, hey, we did this as well. And by no means am I like, oh, this is the peak of our career. I think there's so much more in store. We've seen a lot of great things so far.
Yeah, I mean, it is. That's what it really is. It's a musician's resume builder to be in the top 10 finalists for this. We've been successful in other competitions. We've made Milwaukee's A-list for local bands. We've done the Emergenza contest or Battle of Bands kind of competition, and we're successful in that. And it is that stepping stone, and the next one we go for is going to be a little bit higher with a little bit harder, tougher competition, and we're always going to continue growing and progressing as a band, as long as it lasts. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think we see ourselves, if that's the route of the question, is branching out from Milwaukee. Milwaukee is a great basis. It's a great music scene for us. It's treated us really well, and our fan base has always been there. We've been able to hit maximum capacity at a lot of places, and that's a blessing, based on other people's experiences. And I think for us, we want to try and branch out maybe towards Madison, Chicago, and see what else is out there. That's what's next.
Yeah, and then in addition to that, it's kind of what Brandon brought up a little bit earlier about bringing it back to the basics. We really want to focus on that writing style and the writing process that we started with, in order to keep that creative sense within the band and to continue being diverse. Because we all have our for us, it's just that whole growing and the excitement to, everyone wants to be famous type role. Everyone wants to be a rock star. But, realistically, Milwaukee's treated us great, and we're looking forward to continuing on playing on shows around here and in the region.
All right, guys. Well, that's awesome. Thanks so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. The album sounds great. The album is After Hours by Elixr. It's available for sale at Atomic Records on the east side and also at the Exclusive Company. For your chance to vote for Elixr and the other bands in the 103.7 Kiss FM Superstar competition, tune in weeknights at 9 p.m., listen to the songs, cast your ballot at 103.7kissfm.com, or by texting in. You can get all the info at 103.7kissfm.com. I'd like to thank very much my guests today, Elixr. You guys are great.
Well, thanks
for having us on the show. We really appreciate it.
Appreciate it, and just one more thank you to everybody that supported us over the years and has continued to show up to shows and bring people and spread the word of Elixr. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's really what makes it fun. So.
Yeah, absolutely.